This is season 3 of the last fairy tale, a generational changeling, the Dreaming Chronicle. Uh, we wrapped up last season by saving Constantinople from being sacked. Hooray! That will probably affect history in any number of interesting and exciting ways. This season, if you were tuned in 2 weeks ago, you would have caught our Game Zero, in which we established that our new characters are more or less pirates, maybe, kind of, sort of. So to start off with, because we were not able to play last week because the weather decided it wasn't going to be all that helpful. Uh, if everybody could introduce themselves and their characters real quick, let's start with Rob.
Hello there. Hi, my name is Guy Graves, and I'm just a lowly little, buccaneer right now. I was a hardened pirateer until things went down south. Now I'm just a hired gun here to make as much money as I can, drink as much wine as I want, and have as much thrills as I desire.
I love it. I love the accent. Okay, Tori,
Well,
how about you? I love the costume.
Let me try to make you guys bigger. There we go. Yeah, hi. I'm gonna get my character sheet out because it has been a while. I just feel so sad how my brain just like will stop thinking about one thing so long that I forget. Like we miss a week, it's over with.
Oh
Uh,
no.
so I feel like my name is Prim in this one. Was
Yes.
the last time. So Prim, Prim has kind of given up on the whole politics thing. She's still a she, obviously, but has kind of reverted back into more of a childling, wanting to learn, wanting to explore on her own. She felt a lot of pressures during the whole Constantinople event. Felt good about her role there, but just thought that maybe it'd be best if she like took the back seat and more so like when exploring on her own and is really just living by her own rules and her own policies. And we'll see. Apparently, she's going to be picked up by somebody, I guess, but we'll see. Right now, she's just adventuring on her own and drinking and having a good merry old time, trying not to get any bad diseases that pirates get.
Okay, that's smart. Uh, okay, Harry, how about you? Want to tell us a little bit about your
Bonjour,
character?
je me suis. Words, French, I'm rusty. Je m'appelle Henri Légère. Je suis un commandant dans Fuck, I forgot the word for Navy.
Is
L'Empire de Français. Fucking hell. My French is rusty as hell. Anyways, I'm Harry. I'm going to be playing Henri Légère, a French naval officer who has been taken hostage by this group of people right here. I gotta practice my French. I'm gonna do that after this.
Google Translate suggests that the French word for navy is la. It looks like marine. I don't know how to
Marin?
pronounce French.
Or, is there an E at the end, or a...
There's an e at the end.
Okay, les marines? Ouais.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the English word for marine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's marine. Marine.
Yes. Okay, last but not least, Panda, if you want to tell us a little bit about your character.
Felix Fang, captain of this ship, maintainer of this crew, captor of this frog. Il s'appelle Ledger.
Okay.
Et donne-moi ton promis.
I don't know enough French to know what you just said.
How dare you?
I live in Los Angeles. I studied Spanish.
No, not you. I was saying whatever the French was. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
My character does not speak French, nor do I. So, other three people do. Go ahead. Talk all you want, guys.
What if we just changed this to a French language podcast,
It'd be really funny.
but kept all the non-French speakers on?
I mean, I would get really sad, and I would probably be asking my fiance to translate because he speaks French fairly well.
Get him on in here.
I've got him busy cleaning the kitchen right now.
Oh. What's up?
Okay. Thank you all so much. All right, so to start off with, so by way of introduction, as the world has moved forward, the changelings find themselves left behind. Explorers like Amerigo Vespucci and Ferdinand Magellan have answered the question of what lies beyond the horizon fairly decisively. Van Leeuwenhoek doesn't know how many angels dance on the head of a pin, but he does know how many microorganisms are in a drop of water because he invented the microscope to see them. Though humans know more every day about the world around them, this causes them to reject superstition. Even worse, the flexibility of village life has been upended by rigid structures. God and king both seek to impose a top-down administration of power. They're aided in this by the merchant class, which values profit over all else, even human life. Many mortals toil in misery for a handful of silver or even less. This constriction of possibility has had real consequences for changelings, who find that the emotions that they rely on for survival, the really vibrant feelings, have become few and far between. Though there's still beauty and art to be found from which glamour can be derived, it's hoarded and sometimes even forbidden by the Sidhe, who find themselves weaker than most by the ravages of banality. This causes grumbling among the commoners, who grow ever more resentful that their self-styled rulers use them the way a king uses his peasants, as tools and little else. There are a few pockets of freedom. One of them is called Port Royal, called Kagwe by the indigenous Taino. It is a notorious harbor for pirates, thieves, and everyone else society deems undesirable. But here, people are free. They may not have much, but they do have freedom. But even that is threatened. The nations of the world don't like that Port Royal exists, and you always have to be on the lookout for a navy trying to sack the place. But for now, the changelings have this. So, as the chronicle opens, Port Royal is, as you could probably imagine, a pirate town. If you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean and you've seen the Tortuga episode, you probably know what I'm talking about. So there is a stone fort on the waterfront where cannons lining the walls defend the city. There's a tavern, there's a brothel, there's a busy port, there are warehouses, there's a jungle, there's a cove. And the most important thing to know about Port Royal is that it's not just changelings who live here. The jungle is full of werewolves, and some of them even hang out in the tavern. And there's lots of, well, shaman isn't the right word. Medicine man isn't the right word, but they use indigenous magic, and it works more often than not. Yeah. Yes, Mambos. Their magic works more often than not, and all of these people find that Port Royal is a place where they can come and be themselves. And that's probably another reason why the Order of Reason doesn't like them so much, because they're still around and stronger than ever.
Wonderful.
Yep. So, let's get to know Port Royal a little bit. What are your characters up to? What are you doing?
I am probably in the midst of doing something unspeakable and unpleasant to someone else. I'm full into my unseelie aspect, which is savage. The changeling aspect to which I feed on is the destruction of hope.
Okay.
So
Uh,
you are very likely to find me in a tavern brawl, pursuing some sort of violent end.
okay.
Otherwise being a bullying and tearabout that only the Balgan was previously familiar with.
Okay, so now everybody gets to feel your wrath. Well, there is a cove full of, so the kith name is Kored, but mermaids. They're mermaids. There's a cove of mermaids here. And they rather like acting out the legend of the sirens, luring ships in, especially if they're navy ships, and catching whoever they can aboard, drowning them, eating them. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd be doing. If I've been taken captive
That's
yet, I'm assuming
confusing,
I
little
have.
fishies. I don't know if I wish to carouse with them or eat them.
You could be playing literally cat and mouse with let's say that you, along with taking Henri captive, you took several other humans captive along with him, and now you're playing literally cat and mouse with the mermaids with them.
God damn it.
Meow.
I'm gonna do the best to protect my men, even though I
Oh
have...
no, these aren't your men. These were hapless merchantmen who were there at the same time as you. They don't
Oh, perfect. Okay.
That
Then
works.
I'm not bothered by them.
speak a word of anything but Dutch.
Oh, then you
Make
can
them
have
think
them.
they're not going to drown, and then
You
I
can
push
have
them
them.
back in. Make them think they're not going to drown, and then I push them back in. The trick is to have them attached to a long rope.
Yeah, and you could probably give them hope, like, hey, if you make it to the buoy out there, you live. Nope, just kidding.
I probably should have mentioned the fishes. They're a little bit feisty.
Okay. Take a point of banality.
Sounds about right.
Already, dang.
Okay. So Harry, how's Henri reacting to all this?
He's not happy with it. He's just imagining the glee he will feel seeing this pirate hang.
Okay.
He's stewing.
As your hostage, Panda, how much freedom are you allowing Henri?
As far as I'm concerned, he's given me his promise, and he's allowed to wander around as much as he wants.
Okay. How much do you want to remember your relationship from Wales and/or Constantinople? Forgive me if I asked this question already.
She's a cat, and I've bought heavily into the remembrance, so she remembers all of it. That's part of why she's dragging the poor guy around with her.
Okay.
And she's teasing him endlessly about him not thinking murder is necessarily the best solution to everything.
Yeah, I've put nothing into remembrance, so Henri is just confused as fuck.
Okay. Henri, take a point of banality.
Fuck.
All right. Tori has stepped away from the camera. Rob, what are you up to? Oh, I think you're muted again.
Yep, we gotta mute Rob.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Rob, you muted yourself.
Oh no. Still muted.
Now he's an ASMR channel.
Can
Oh,
you?
there you
can
go.
you-
There we go.
Yes, I think I was trying to unmute you while you were
While
trying
you
to
were muting,
unmute
yeah.
you. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what are you up to?
Oh yeah. So right now I am. Oof. That is such a hard question. I am actually coming into because right now everybody is more inland or more towards the docks right now.
We're close enough that you can see boys and mermaids. I assume I'm covish.
I have no idea what that even means.
Somewhat more close to land enough that my poor hapless Dutch, like captives that I couldn't ransom, are able to feel like they could swim to shore and might even be able to if it weren't for those mermaids.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm coming in. I'm sorry. I'm coming into dock right now. With in not in a big ship, just in a small little dinghy boat with me and my mates right now. And that's what we're doing. We're just coming into dock, and then all of a sudden I see such a commotion, and I look over my shoulder, and I see what's going on, and I'm like, oh, there we go. So me and my men just sit back on the dock, literally legs hanging from the dock, just drinking our rum, saying, now this is going to be an interesting day.
Okay. How much remembrance do you have?
From a
That would
scale
be
of
a
one,
background.
yeah, from a scale of 1 to 10, I have a 0.
Okay. So you're able to recognize Felix as a changeling. And there's maybe something a little familiar about her. Uh, but you're not sure. And then there's probably a very dour, uh, he looks like a naval officer, but probably a little shabbier than you're used to, because you know, it's not like he has the laundry service he used to.
Mm-hmm.
We
Uh,
bathe him regularly in the rain barrel.
God.
yeah, probably doesn't have like can't shave as often. You only have the one coat. Okay, Rob, take a point of banality.
All right.
Okay, last but not least, Tori, what is Prim up to?
I think Prim would be definitely already on shore and hanging out, probably at the brothel, enjoying herself and exploring new things.
Okay. I'm surprised the satyr has not joined you yet. So the brothel is run by a French woman named Marie. She claims to have escaped from a nunnery, and now she enjoys doing exactly what she pleases.
I love it.
Yeah, so the brothel employs all types. And because this is a fantasy world, it's a nice, clean brothel where everybody who works there is treated with dignity and respect. Because that's my fantasy world.
I
Honestly,
love it.
some of the people there are the best paid in town and have a considerable monopoly on the wealth.
Sure.
I would.
No reason not.
I mean, few few industries are purely recession proof. This is one of them.
Yes. And
Okay, Tori, you are playing a she. Take 2 points of banality.
What?
The world sucks right now.
I was having a good time.
Yeah, I know, but you're still a she and you're out there in your meat suit. Uh, and so Prim, because you have not actually reincarnated, because you are an eternal elf, you will sort of recognize when you see your companions, future companions, hopefully, who knows? I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, when you see them, you will recognize their seemings, because those haven't changed much. You will be able to recognize that Felix has flipped and is now unseelie.
it's probably all the screaming that killed you off.
I'm just checking. When you say add banality, do you want us to add dots or X's underneath?
X's in the little boxes.
There we go.
Oh, in the little boxes. Okay. That's not something I didn't know that was. Okay.
Yay! Someone else learned something too.
So, the dots, what do you have the dots for in banality?
Oh.
Because there's boxes and dots.
Yes.
That is a weird little piece of design. Huh.
So I'm
Well,
like,
do
am I adding more dots? Am I adding more X's? Which one do I want to add?
add X's.
Okay.
X marks the spot.
Yup.
Yo ho, yo ho. Pirate's life.
I've been watching so much Pirates of the Caribbean to prepare for this game and
Hell
to get
yeah.
inspiration.
That's funny. Parlay.
Yes.
Oh, I know how this goes. They ask that, then you shoot them.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Run.
I don't think that's the pirate code.
Is it written down anywhere?
Just
You
did
know,
Just
in one movie it actually is.
Well, when it's produced, we can argue the law.
Okay, that's fair. Really, the responses, they're more like guidelines.
Yep.
Okay, so, as is wont to happen, as you are hanging out, three of you close to shore, one of you very much not focused on the shoreline, if if the people that you're working with are doing their jobs right. You see a ship appear on the horizon.
Ooh. Can I make out any flags or signs or something on it that would indicate where it's from?
Yeah, oddly enough, it's not flying any flag. So,
This is a pirate cove, so like, is that all that
Yeah.
odd, or?
so most pirates, they do have their own insignia because they like to intimidate people.
Oh yeah.
So Chinese pirates in particular have red sails. You know, the Jolly Roger, the skull and crossbones, that's an insignia. But other ships have their own, you know, almost badge or coat of arms. You can be pretty sure that if you see a ship flying a weird flag that you don't recognize, it's probably some sort of pirate ship. But
Mhm.
this ship, white canvas sails, no insignia.
I'm not gonna say anything to anybody just yet. I think they can figure out what's going on for themselves. I'm going to remain silent and not contribute. After all, if this is some danger to them, that could be an opportunity for myself.
Okay. Rob, you're muted. You've been muted for a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, still, I'm sitting on the docks with my two mates, and I see the ship flying, and I look to my right, I look to my left, and so you see that an undocumented ship. Oh, this is absolutely going to be one hell of a day. And if I know what's true and what's right and what's right, that means we're gonna be some rich men after this.
Okay.
And that's it.
Awesome. All right. So, a party that was happening in the tavern sort of spills out onto the docks. The tavern is the island's freehold. It's the center of changeling life, where court business happens. It's currently ruled by a she-grump named Alario, who really doesn't like Prim. She really sees Prim as a potential rival. You know, even though Prim is like, nah, I'm kind of done with politics. I'm on vacation for the next 100 years or so. She's like, that's what you want me to think, isn't it? So, she's very paranoid, very cynical. But it seems like she's trying to buy the goodwill of her fellow changelings by, you know, bribing them with free liquor, which, you know, it's not the worst strategy. And so there's a keg. It's been breached. Anyone can run up, put their mug under the spout, have a mug of beer.
What's her name?
Alariel.
Is it a girl or right?
It's a girl.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still in the brothel, so I'm all good.
Yeah.
I don't think she would enjoy me getting drinks anyway.
Probably about time to bring the party together. Maybe I should leave off the nonsense with the mermaids after noticing the funny ship. Is there any indication that I would know what it is?
So you are a ship's captain yourself?
Yes?
Okay, and are you also French?
I'm not French. I'm ethnically ambiguous. But I did buy a point of languages and it is French.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, ethnically ambiguous is sort of what pirates were all about.
Well, one of my family members was a deported Acadian.
Nice.
That's how they ended up in the Caribbean.
Yeah, one of my favorite podcasts did a whole episode about the Acadians. Who knew? I certainly didn't.
Acadians, we all do.
Anyway, TLDR, the British suck, which will probably pop up again later in this episode. Anyway, go ahead and give me, either perception or intelligence, plus either academics or politics.
I have neither politics nor academics, given how I've built my character. I only have leadership, so...
Okay.
Politics a skill anymore?
I'm sorry?
Is politics still a skill?
It is on the version of the character sheet I have. It's
That
under
makes sense.
It's under knowledges for us.
Okay, so I'm just going to be rolling 2 dice flat. I don't have either politics or academics.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. You so there's nothing you can sort of derive by the sails, lack thereof. You do recognize the general build of the ship. This is something that the British Navy in particular really likes to use.
Wonder what the crumpets are doing about the port. Oh well, done with these Dutchmen.
Okay, so the ship is still, I forget the nautical term for miles.
No,
I want to say fathoms, but I feel that's a
leagues?
measurement down.
The nautical rule for what?
Knots. Yes.
Oh, for distance, yes. Oh, for speed.
Yes, let's head in the general direction of shore, minding our own business. I'll ask, hey Leger, remember when you were Welsh?
Is she insulting you?
Yeah,
Implying that you might be British?
I legitimately have no idea, and I'll just give her this confused look back, like, was that like an insult or what? And I'll...
Ne comprends pas.
Je ne comprends
Les
pas.
jonquilles, les grandes armes.
So, anyway, even though the ship is way far off, one of the Dutchmen, like, he's going for it. He's swimming past the breakwater because he's like, maybe they'll treat me better.
Pistol.
It's a hell of a shot.
You can
to
try.
Yeah. My goal is to destroy Hope. Is anyone else watching him?
Yeah, like
of the other Dutchman.
Yeah, like you can sort of see
I'm gonna let him go,
faces.
and I'm gonna shoot one of them instead.
Okay. So
Jesus.
Because
give
now
me.
they know if they'd been brave enough to try, they might have made it, but they didn't. No hope.
Okay. Give me dexterity plus firearms.
That I'm actually equipped to handle. So that is 7 dice.
That's a lot of dice.
For a
Okay,
point
so
blank
1
shot,
reroll,
yeah.
2 botches, 1 success.
So you can resolve the reroll
So-
before you have to apply botches.
That effectively works out to 1 success out of 7 dice, because the 2 original successes ate the botches. Because 3
Okay.
successes, 2 botches.
Okay. So you wing this guy. You don't kill him. But he's bleeding out into the water, which is probably bad for unrelated reasons. But you do not one-shot him.
It's fine. Either way, they know what risk will happen to them since they weren't brave enough to make it for the boat. I shout some hearty encouragements, and that if anyone else had been brave enough to make it beforehand, they would have. And drink their
Okay.
sweet, sweet tears.
One of them decides, all right, it's now or never, and so he starts swimming to the ship as well.
Okay.
All right. Let's try another pistol shot.
Can I
Okay.
just, like, put my hand out to just be like, maybe don't shoot him?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll just
Getting
put
in
my...
the way of my dinner. Glamour doesn't grow on trees.
And neither do human lives, so...
But so you can like put a hand on his shoulder to be like, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
But if you want to physically try and stop her from shooting, you're gonna have to make a roll.
Okay, I'm willing to do that.
Okay. Let's say Harry, your strength plus either athletics or brawl versus Panda, your dexterity versus either athletics or brawl.
Okay, so that's 8.
Well, that's a terrible roll. Out of 10 dice, that's 2 successes.
Oh no.
So 3 regular successes, 1 botch, and 1 reroll.
Okay. That's 2.
And I re-rolled it and turned into a botch, so it ate itself. So that's...
Oh no. Okay. So you try and raise your pistol to shoot at one of the other Dutchmen. Audrey just manages to knock your arm so that the shot goes wide.
Oh, you son of a she!
You could take the next minute to reload, but I think he'll be gone by then.
How about you kill the next one then?
I'd rather not.
Really? I remember when you pulled the head off that wolf. Were you the same way when you murdered the Deuce? I learned it from watching you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, so as Changeling, you know that reincarnation is a thing that happens.
I'm still gonna try to frustrate her as much as possible.
Right, but like, I mean, your experience of this unseelie Puka in this lifetime is like, she's a liar and she likes fucking with people. She's probably also fucking with you.
That's true.
Okay, so at this point, oh no, Panda froze again.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Panda
never
was
mind.
just
She was
focused on something.
Okay. So all of the Dutchmen try to flee now.
Well, there goes dinner, spoiled.
I mean, you could probably try and hit the one that you hit before, because, you know, he's bleeding and injured and probably not at his best swimming strength.
No, you have to have hope before it can be destroyed.
Can I pull him
Okay.
out of the water? Because I'm assuming he's not getting far.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got to contest with the mermaids. Maybe one of them will take a shine to him and decide to take him as a husband.
Oh boy. Am I gonna have to punch some mermaids? I'm down to punch some mermaids.
So, the mermaids right now are beyond the waves. So you would have to swim pretty quickly. But you've got a lot of strength, so maybe you could make it. Or you could rescue the guy who's bleeding into the water.
Yeah, that's the guy
Let
I
him
was going
roll.
for. I was
Let
just.
him roll for the swim. Let him roll for the swim.
I'm not suicidal. I'm not gonna swim out into the ocean where it's full of mermaids to try and save some Dutch merchants. But this guy who's bleeding out in the water, trying not
You're
to drown,
a big guy, huh?
he can
You're a big
probably
guy,
be
I'm just saying.
saved at some point, and I'd rather not let him drown. So
Okay,
I'm gonna pull him out of the water.
sure. So I won't make you roll for that because you have really high strength. So
All right. Fetch the ropes around to get him out. Leger, you spatchcock fool!
Connard!
All right. So you have a damp and bleeding Dutchman.
Yep.
Give the Dutchman whatever medical help we can on the ship.
No, I think we'll
Okay.
take him to the local doctor.
Yeah, but we want to stabilize him.
I think the local doctor can do that. I don't think he has any more business on the ship.
I love how you act like you're in charge.
Fair point.
I'm an officer.
Not a very good one if you're under my command.
Am I really under your command? Because it doesn't seem like I'm under your command.
The point still stands.
Oi, Marie, Francois, fetch the cat o' nine tails.
I told you I would
Sure.
not. I told you I would not try to escape, but the cat of nine tails, that's not
you're
wise.
questioning my command on the ship. Standard penalty. See, it's scratched out on the mast. There's a bunch of stick figures looking very distressed on the mast.
Can I send the bleeding guy over to the doctor before I
Yes,
beat the before I beat the fuck out of whoever comes to
is being ridiculous.
whip me?
So you asked Marie for the cat of nine tails. When it is produced, it's made out of soft deer skin.
As it should be.
Okay. Because that's what you'd find in a brothel like this.
Yep.
I
Amongst
hear
other
he's
things.
ticklish.
Yeah, so it's certainly nothing like what the Romans used.
Whoa. You don't know what kind of kinks people have in there. Let's
Things
not
might
judge
not
that.
be
I mean,
quite as brutal as intended, but I'm a puka. I'm going to roll with it. Being crazy is part
sharp.
of my shtick.
Sharp metal has not been braided into this particular implement.
Good.
No, it has bunny fur on the ends.
Yes. This is an 18 plus channel. Hello, everybody.
We will say the scene that follows does not provide any measurable injury to the very, very sick of this shit Frenchman.
Yeah, he's just more like I don't like get down on my knees or whatever. I just stand there and let you whack me with the cat, and I was just like, okay.
I feel the greatest injury is to your dignity.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, I would
The compensation if the person doing it has no dignity.
Yep.
apparently the ship is where all the fun was happening. I didn't know that.
Yes, but while Felix is distracted, you can pack off the wounded Dutchman to a doctor. Her name is Dina Serra. She is a Spanish pirate. She sails on her father's ship. He's pretty much the Spanish equivalent of Sir Francis Drake, only in reverse. So while Sir Francis
Okay.
Drake was harassing English ships, he's a Spaniard. Sir Francis
an
Drake was
English
harassing
queen,
Spanish
too.
ships. Yes, Sir Francis Drake was harassing Spanish ships. He's a Spaniard harassing English ships. And his daughter is the ship's doctor, and she is able to attend the Dutchman.
Awfully
Perfect.
curious how you're going to be paying for that, Leger. Are you going to be selling another button? Haven't got many of those left on your coat.
That's true. His shirt gets unbuttoned by one more as I do give him a button. A gold button.
Okay.
By the end of this, I'm just gonna have my shirt completely open.
Okay. So, yes, you procure medical attention for this person. How do you obtain glamour, Henri?
Mine is by upholding my oaths. Here, let me see. Yep. Yeah, by upholding my oaths and my duties and helping those in need. That's how I gain it.
Okay.
So helping those in need. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. Helping those in need is how I do it. Following unjust
Okay.
orders is my antithesis. Destroying hope is my ravaging or whatever.
Okay. This guy was definitely in need.
Very much
You
so.
definitely helped him, so take a glamour.
Hell yeah.
Okay. By this point, after your faux flogging, the ship has become closer. You saw on the horizon. And you see them fishing some of the Dutchmen out of the water, the ones who made it.
Oh wow, they made it. That's impressive.
Some of them don't. Those of you with especially sharp sight can see shark fins off in the distance. Because someone decided to bleed into the ocean.
Yup.
Okay. And so you see the ship drops anchor, not in the port, but some ways away. And you see the rowboats start to descend, full of sailors. Yeah, and so anybody watching, go ahead and give me a perception check. And you can add either academics or politics to that.
Okay.
Alright then, so I'm gonna be rolling at a 4 there. Alright.
So that's 5 dice.
Success. Nothing fancy.
Okay, that's an exploding success.
1, 2, 3. I got 4 successes out of 4.
Yep, I got 4
Awesome.
out of 5.
Okay. Panda?
And he has handcuffs
1 out
on.
of 2.
Okay. So Panda sees an officer standing at the prow of one of the first boats lowered into the water. You think you recognize that guy. You're not sure from where. But he has a seeming, so he's a changeling.
Probably
Oi,
that dude
legend.
that you saw at the door.
If you've stolen my dinner the way you used to steal the lives of our nemesis, you can at least use your eyes and tell me what you see there.
Yeah, who do I see?
Okay. Henri, you recognize a couple English officers that you've faced before. Hardy, when you look at them, what you see is, oh, those are all way too clean shaven, way too well dressed, and definitely far too well armed to be pirates. They are still not wearing any insignia,
So
but you
would
know Navy men when you see them.
So would I be able to understand that they are most likely? Oh, they actually are Navy men then.
Yes, they are Navy men,
gotcha.
not wearing a uniform, but
Okay.
you're pretty sure they're Navy.
So would I be able to differentiate that if they are just Navy men that are actually off duty, or Navy men that are actually in it for their own, plunder? Because
Well, they're all holding guns, like they're getting ready to
Gotcha,
use
done.
them.
done. I already know that.
Yep.
I came from that land, so from that world. So gotcha. All right, cool. Thank you.
Les Anglais. It is the English,
Ouais,
Captain.
c'est l'anglais.
Ouais, les officiers.
Mais c'est possible, c'est David?
Je ne sais pas, mais je sais qu'il est les Anglais. Sorry, translation. I don't know, but
Tu connais David? Va-t'en!
No, I'm loving this.
Non,
Ah, merde!
non, mais
Votre premier!
les commandants et les
Oh, la
officiers.
grande reine!
mon
David?
Dieu.
Tu ne connais votre premier?
Okay, so
What?
for the benefit of our audience, what did you say to each other?
I got most of that. I didn't get
I
the
said
end.
it was it's Englishmen, officers who I've gone up, or I tried to say who I've gone up against. But as I was, yeah, Panda was going. You don't know who David is?
Yes,
Oh.
I was saying, do you think it's David? And when he was acting like he didn't know, the great King David, do you not remember your promise? Holy shit!
So that
That's what I
that
didn't get.
kind
at
of
the end.
like that twinges
Yeah,
something in
It
you, Henri.
just kick something.
Yeah, because you death does not free changelings from their oaths.
Yes.
And you are a troll, so you are especially tuned to your oaths.
Is it David?
C'est un autre fait!
Well, he's got an officer's hat, which is, as far as you know, not regulation for the British Navy because it has been dyed red.
Oh,
So
Oh.
you don't feel any obligation to this guy.
all right.
So basically, on va connaître qui chapeau, que le chapeau a. So c'est pas où gain. Basically,
Huh?
I say you don't know the color of the hat, so basically you're scared.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Ship
Sorry, I speak Creole. I don't actually speak
Oh,
actual
okay.
French. So yeah, sorry about that.
That's
no, it's
cool.
good. Yeah, it is cool. Like
mean,
I
and
recognize the
that
French,
is,
but there was
like-
an accent. I was
C'est
like,
mon
huh.
petit chou!
Like Creole is, I think, far more appropriate for this setting for you to be speaking.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
the thing is that I don't actually speak that. Their Creole is more like Bayesian Creole, so it's more like a quote unquote more like the slave type of Creole. When it actually progressed throughout time, when I speak Haitian Creole, so it's just like a mix of Spanish, French, and African. So it's like it's very far removed from that Creole,
Mhm.
very far.
Oh,
from,
I mean,
yeah.
this is still a perfect setting for you to be speaking
Yeah.
that language.
Hey, fair enough.
That's cool. That's cool that you know that. Anyway, so several boats full of heavily armed English, probably Navy in disguise, are headed your way.
Headed exactly whose way? Towards the ship?
Towards the island in general.
All right. And
Not
I
towards us. We're getting to watch the arrival of a bunch of very well-armed Englishmen coming into Port Royal.
I'm going to be making I'm sorry. I'm going to be making more way with
C'est
my
un
two
chapeau
compatriots right there.
rouge? C'est possible? C'est le Dantain?
Oh merde.
Possibly.
That is not cool.
Mon petit chou! Mon petit chou!
Yeah, so you have that thought, and it sort of clicks like, oh, it's.
Let's go
What?
sack Port Royal with the Dantain!
Fuck.
Wait. Would I be while I'm observing unsure? Would I absolutely make this observation because I passed my perception check, or this is not something I could see from shore?
I think we better head to shore so we can bring the party together regardless.
Yeah, so you definitely recognize that there is a red cap leading this. Remind me how many dots of remembrance you have?
I have 0.
Yeah, you don't know who this guy is. He's just a red cap.
That's what I was asking. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Thank you. Just red cap, but he's mad suspicious because dude's not supposed to be here.
So
Yeah.
Figuratively and literally, he's a red cap.
Yes. Uh,
There's a lot of red caps who've been harassed over the last 20 years. She's got a very bad reputation right now. A lot of, Madam, I don't know you.
Fair. Okay. So, by the time that you guys sort of see this happening, is there anything that you want to do to react in the moment?
To communicate with Rob's character, I believe I know him to be an established privateer on bad luck, so I'd address him as, "Oi, paperwork."
Who is she talking to?
Where's your boat? You had to find one the last time I saw you.
Hey, don't blow my cover like that. What's wrong with you? You know I told you to give me the signal.
It's wonderful. It's just like the time in the Italian ambassador's house.
Holy fucking shit! I said calm down with your... Hey, Felix. These are my two friends. Abe, John, Felix. Go way back. If you need anything,
Okay.
that's your man. Pass him.
Henri, are you doing anything?
Are there any, like, guns in range for me that I could use to, say, dome the red cap? Like...
Well...
Literally,
so,
we have guns on us, by the way.
Yeah, I don't. I am a prisoner.
yes.
Once again, we
You
have
don't
guns
know
on
he's
us.
a Dante.
Okay, we
Right.
have you're with Felix. We got guns. There's a
So,
good chance that you can ask one of us for a price. Just saying.
yes. You could do
Or you
that.
could just ask the captain to give you one, because it's quite likely she would.
So,
He's your prisoner. How are you gonna give your prisoner? Oh my God! Why?
He's under parole. He's not going anywhere.
Avez-vous un pistolet ou un fusil?
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right.
Oh my God! I want to respond in French so bad. I'm like, no. I'm just looking, and I'm just like,
So, to establish a couple things, Henri is unarmed. There are cannons manning the wall defenses for this city, which a lot of people are now running to,
Oh, goodness.
because other people have also spotted the heavily armed English coming directly for Port Royal.
I know what would be useful.
And they have begun ringing the alarm bells. And so, Prim, your intimate moments are interrupted with clang, 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 clang.
"Close the trolley."
I will push everyone off me.
Yes, and
sound of feathers falling.
You know what the alarm bells for this port sound like. That's what's ringing right now. You hear in a lot of different languages, the English, the Royal Navy, they're here, they're attacking.
Well, seems like it's time for us to have a lot of fun.
Is there any organization of
to
this?
their little boats.
Is there any organization in this defense, or is it just random people running to the cannons?
So the she lord of this freehold has tried to implement some degree of discipline here, but everyone here is like, I'm a pirate, you can't tell me what to do.
I have a familiar pirate ship. I'm gonna pull it round broadside and use my cannons on their tiny boats.
Okay. So are you on your ship right now?
We were just about ready to get disembarked before, like, when they had arrived, and then they started causing everyone to freak out as they'd gone further in. So get back on boat and prod people. Nope, shore leave's canceled. And yes, I have left the prisoner with his own pistol.
Okay.
You guys could go onto your boat, your big old boat, I've got a little
Oh,
plan.
don't feel so bad just because you sank your boat again, paperwork. Just get on mine.
Listen, I've got a little plan that I actually want to pull off. You guys go. I'll meet you there in about 15 minutes. Go.
Why does he always look at his wrist when he says the time? What is he expecting to find there? A pocket watch?
I surely, out of character, I just forgot there's no fucking wristwatches at that time. Like an idiot. Sorry. Oh, like an idiot. So I
I'm
pick
just
out a pocket
calling
watch.
it
You're right.
Changeling time skip.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Yeah, I totally
I
forgot.
personally do not know when wristwatches became a thing.
Wristwatches really became a
Wrist-
thing around World War
1900s.
They were
Yeah.
already
1900s.
a thing, but they were considered incredibly feminine. It wasn't until they started being worn by tankers in the First World War, because it was the only practical place to put a watch, that it stopped being incredibly girly to have a wristwatch.
That explains a piece of etiquette I heard, which was that when a relationship was getting serious, like we might get engaged soon, you would give a woman a watch.
That is some 1950s stuff right there.
I know.
I'm
I
like,
know.
don't get it.
Kind of the equivalent of giving her an iPad, I guess.
So,
Apple Watch
right.
or Fitbit. Anyway,
so we could progress the story so I can meet them on the ship.
yes.
While they're going on to the ship, me, Abe, and Noel. I think that's the names I'm gonna give them. Abe and Noel. What we're going to
And
be
these
doing.
are your followers?
Yeah, well, basically, just a fellow, privateers that just lost their way, and then basically they came up to me because I had a lot of money and I had a lot of room. And on our way to them, what we're going to be doing is they're going to be, rowing, and they have, of course, we have disguises on. So we just look like regular, regular, just shipmen, and I'm going to be diving under the water. And what I'm going to be doing is that I actually have a breathing apparatus that I have with me, and I have a cord on the rowboat. And while we're going close to them, I'm actually literally planting little tiny things of thermite. So within,
Okay, so thermite does not exist yet in the world. There is
Then-
gunpowder, but you
then-
absolutely cannot get it wet.
yeah, of course. So then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be plugging small little holes into some of the boats while we're going by. So by the time that they actually get towards the shore, they'll be completely full of water. And then we make it to the boat. So we'll be like, hey guys, I'm just back. Just, had to just fill some things, some hose, so to speak. How are you guys doing?
Okay, so you're gonna swim out and try and poke holes in some of the rowboats.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
This is actually a tactic. Out of character, this is actually a tactic that I've actually researched that people have actually done, and it is very doable because it's been done in history by some regular people, and I have some pretty good strength, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
letting you know, Rachel.
The issue is
So-
just getting shot,
right.
right?
No. Yeah, right now I want to know what your methodology is. Like, how are you putting the holes in the boats?
Oh, just literally. All right. As you
Punching
can
holes?
see, screwing them. I have a little hand corkscrew. That all it needs is
Auger?
literally. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you have a little auger with you, which you're
Yes.
using to auger little holes in the bottom of the boat.
Okay.
Yes. And it literally takes about 2-3 turns to actually get through some of these boats because they're just little passenger boats. All right. Then.
Okay. It is gonna take you a while. But all right. So, give me a strength plus stealth check.
Oh shit! You done said the wrong ones.
Well,
hold
so
on, I got-
strength
where's
to
my
punch the hole and
Where's my
stealth
stealth?
not be noticed. I'm sort of
Okay.
conflating two rolls into one because I don't want to slow this down
That's
with
totally
like
fine.
making you roll a whole bunch.
5, 6, okay, 7, and I need one more after this. I have 8, so shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. That's a 0. That's a 10. So I mean 20. So I gotta re-roll that. Roll one. 6, and then re-roll the 20. 6 successes.
6 successes? Okay. So this does take time for you to do. Um, but you can definitely swim to one boat and very quickly punch 6 holes into the hull,
I
which
could.
will
Hmm?
start letting the seawater in. And so, uh, again, because these naval officers all have gunpowder, they really don't want to get it wet. So they start panicking and like holding their guns and their powder pouches above their heads. Um, and once the guns go above the heads, everybody's like, "Oh my God, we are under attack."
No! It could just be a leak. God damn it, Rachel!
Okay, so it is a leak, but as soon as the sailors in the boats notice the leak, they will respond to it. So if you want to swamp the boat, if you had skycraft or some other way of manipulating water, you could do that immediately.
I was trying to be sneaky. Guess I
Okay.
wasn't that sneaky.
Well, but the thing is that as they oh no, we lost a panda.
Oh no.
No, what the hell?
Hopefully we'll
Okay.
get a panda soon.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be back. But okay, so Rob, you do punch the holes in the boats. The soldiers in start panicking, and they try and like prevent their weapons from getting wet. But as they approach shore, there's waves crashing over them, which get their weapons wet anyway. So you have neutralized this boat of attackers.
Nice. And of course, I'm going towards the one that looks like he could possibly be the leader.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
go
you
for
can.
that. All right.
You can. Okay, here's Panda back.
Yes, Panda. And now I'm on the boat. So perfect. This is perfect timing. We're on the boat, and everybody. So here you go. I'm on the boat now.
Oh, you're on a sinking boat, but yes. But yes, you could definitely target the Dante's boat. He is not happy to see you. Wait, no, you succeeded on your roll.
He ain't see nothing. I'm dark.
Okay. All right.
Shit.
So, to clarify, you're not actually getting on the boat. That was just the I want a boat reference.
No. I'm saying after I do that, I'm getting on Felix's boat with everybody else.
Yes.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
a good idea for him to get away from them as fast as possible, because I'm going to be trying to fire cannons at them.
Yes. And I was doing it on my way there. So literally just do that and then on my way there. Back to Felix. Yes. I'm sorry you didn't get that. I'm sorry.
All right. No, I get it now. Okay. But you have sunk the rowboat that the Dantean captain was in. You have soaked all of their weaponry in seawater, which means they pretty much just have to go by knives now. However, there are 5 other boats that have made it to shore.
Ah, shit.
The time.
That's fine. That means that the Dantean's main guards don't have any weapons, and his main guards are going to be with him. So.
Do I have line of sight on the Dantean?
Cannon.
I am going to. This is a long shot, and I don't expect to make it. It's purely a symbolic gesture, pretty much. But if I do hit, this will be the shot of the century. I'm going to take a duelist stance, level my newly acquired pistol, and see if I can shoot the Dantean.
Okay.
I think while all this is going on,
I want to focus on Tori for a little bit.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
Watching. Yeah, screw you guys. I'm here too.
Yes. So, Prim, assuming that you've decided to end your interlude.
I did.
Okay, so you're like buttoning up your shirt, walking out of the brothel.
Nah.
You're not buttoning up your shirt. Just tits out.
Sure.
Power move.
Okay, cool.
Me, right?
Power move, you said.
You're a she, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She has advantage
so-
like a motherfucker right now, Rachel.
Gosh, you're
Like-
super fucking gorgeous.
You gotta give her like double the strength for each nipple out, like legit.
I
If
mean,
she has more than 2 nipples, that's quite the bonus.
Oh shit!
Sadly, I'm not a puka, but
I don't know. Some humans have multiple nipples. If you have a
yeah,
mole
they're
that has
witches.
if you have a mole that has symmetry with your regular nipples, it's actually often a additional nipple. They're very common in humans. If there's
Yeah,
a mole
Chandler.
down that line or a mole down that line, it's
So-
often actually a nipple.
Chandler has a nubbin. We got
I'm not falling asleep tonight.
it.
Anyway, so Prim is walking through the brothel. You are unbelievably gorgeous. So as much as people are trying to rally in defense of the city, they cannot help but look at you. And because you have the she, like, I'm important and I'm special walk, some of them start asking you, Miss Prim, what do we do?
I know. So we heard that it's the English, correct?
Yes.
I feel that I probably understand this a little deeper than most of the people here. I chose to be this way in the piracy,
Yeah.
so I know some underlining things that I'm like, oh no, like, they found us.
Yeah, so how many dots of politics do you have? I
So
remember it was high.
it was. I did switch some stuff up, so I still have 3.
Okay. You step out of the brothel, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you look at, like, there's a ship of, like, drowning naval officers, 5 more ships coming into port, a ship with no markings, anchored, just like a little ways away. It becomes pretty clear to you very quickly that the English Navy is attacking Port Royal, for some reason, not displaying the fact that they're English. So they're not flying the Union Jack, they're not wearing their uniforms. This is meant to be just a raid, but it's obvious now that they're English.
Interesting. So if
Yeah.
they're asking me what to do, I'll be like, hey, man the cannons. You guys know what to do. You know what your leader asks for. Get me a rum and go man the cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone gets you a rum, and the rest of them, like, run up to man the cannons.
So I think I'm outside. I'm like watching this all go down.
Yeah, and so Henri, you are at the cannons right now, right?
I'm at the cannons. He's
You're at
pointing
the
a
cannons.
pistol.
That's right. Okay, so Prim, you look over to see Felix, crawling all over the cannons, with
I mean, the cannons on my ship.
Oh, okay, not
My
the
goal
wall
is
cannons.
to get my ship turned broadsides and unload on the boats who have their back to us and are not currently set up for it since we're a bit closer.
So I see
yes.
Felix arming her cannons towards the island.
You can see that she's aiming towards the shoreline to get the naval officers or the Navy soldiers in the boats.
Interesting. I literally
Although,
interesting. They're back.
arguably, I could also go and harass the ship that only has a partial crew that's anchored and would not be very maneuverable. Should that be more useful?
It's probably easier to just turn your ship and fire the cannons than to go
Okay,
through
let's
the
turn
whole...
ship and fire cannons, and then we can go bother the anchored ship when it has to deal with, should we rescue the guys who are left in the water?
Okay,
Let's see.
give me a charisma plus leadership roll.
Charisma 3, leadership 4, 7.
Yes. And how many dots did you put in the ship holding total?
We were supposed to negotiate that as a group, and it never came out. I had 8 points of experience left to put in.
Yes. So in my notes, 8 XP from Panda, 2 XP from Harry. Rob hadn't decided. 1
8.
from Tori. I'm
8.
sorry?
8.
Oh goodness. Okay. So
Read.
so that is.
Thank you, Harry, for your approval of me saying 8 correctly.
7
what?
successes.
Okay. All right. So 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Yes, so you have 4 dots in your holding right now. So you may roll another 4 dice because you are using your ship.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, I'm not sure it's worth rolling an additional 4 die. I got 7 successes. How much better is it gonna get?
Do it.
I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm actually telling Abel and Noel to swim back to shore. Well, not swim, row back to shore. By the way.
Okay. So, Panda, you get 7 successes. So, are you aiming for the red cap?
No, I'm actually aiming for everything but the red cap. The red cap is much less deadly when he's not surrounded by a pile of eager mortals doing harm.
Okay. You managed to completely swamp 2 more of the boats, and a third is going to have a really tough time making it to shore.
Okay, that sounds like an invading party that's been severely inconvenienced. The Dante's in a sinking boat, right?
Yes, and he's screaming orders to his men. You can hear by his accent he is English, but the orders that he's screaming like are completely unreasonable. He's basically like, grow fins and swim to shore, still kill them all. Well, that's obviously not about to happen.
At
What do you
this
say?
point,
I like that
grow
guy.
fins and swim to shore. At this point, I figure it's time for our famous kill stealer to try to get his one shot off. Well, I go fetch various shackles and other items from the convenient pirate trunk of prisoner harassment.
Honestly, I gotta
Okay.
say, I appreciate this guy's giving absurd orders. I think that's kind of fun. At the same time, it's not going to stop me from shooting him.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay,
hey,
5
hey,
successes,
hey.
1 exploding. That's
Hey,
6 successes at incredible range. So I'm assuming this will be a hell of a shot if 6 successes hit. But
Okay. Let's see. Sure.
She's trying to find ways to screw you.
yeah,
right
it
now,
might.
Henry.
Well, my thing is at this range, there's almost no way the bullet would maintain like a really lethal velocity.
That's why I was trying to
sorry.
say, hey, my friend, why don't you use a damn rifle, not a fucking
No, but it's cooler if I
pistol?
wing him with a pistol from
It's
like
what he
300
had at
yards. Are
hand.
you kidding?
Oh my god.
It's what he had at hand. Even if he succeeds in winging this guy, we can fish him out of the water later.
And I
Okay.
can wing
Well,
him again.
Nip his ear. Oh my god.
you did roll 6 successes. So that's really admirable. But you are correct in that it's at a distance. So go ahead and roll 4 dice for damage.
Okay, that's good.
Come on, at least hit him in the leg, at least, baby. Come
Okay,
on.
that's
Give
2
me a limb.
successes.
Okay. And so I assume your gun is loaded with just regular lead shot.
I'm assuming regular shot. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you do manage to wing him, probably in like the upper arm. So he's not going to be able to use that arm for a while.
Hell yeah.
And so you shoot him, and he just looks at like sort of like the blood spreading from the gunshot wound, and just looks shocked. Like, how is this happening to me?
Definitely time to get something to fish him out of the water with at this point.
I feel this is so funny. Like, Prim is just enjoying this so much. She's like, these
Got
crazy
a telescope, rum.
Okay.
Question.
So
crazy bastards.
Rachel,
yes.
Rachel, question. How, this whole scene right now, how long is it taking? Because I want to know how long it's gonna take for Abel and Noel to get back onto to line.
So this whole scene has taken about a minute. Given where you were, you can sort of like body surf back to shore if you'd like.
Me? No, not me. I'm on the ship. I sent them
Oh.
back. Yeah, because they escorted me with the ship to the ship with Felix, and then while Primrose is over there, I sent them back to land.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. They're able to body surf back to land. But almost immediately
Well,
while
they're still in the boat. I was the only one in the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the only person doing the screw. They were on the boat.
Okay.
They brought me there, and then I sent them back.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Same thing. The waves carry them close to shore.
Okay, so they should. Okay, cool. Now I know that they're on shore. Continue.
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
But the healthy boats of Navy men have landed, and they have begun to attack the port.
Oh shit. Prim! Fuck it. Yeah, a good thing. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know her, so I can't say.
But
Prim,
but
sorry.
no, I mean, I'm safe. I'm up at this brothel. I don't think is in, and I know the lookout points. I've been here not too long, and long enough to obviously create enemies with other she's, but
Okay.
not too long. But I'm watching from a safe distance, and I'm just wondering, like, 'cause
Okay.
I don't have any like guns, but I do see that there is a barrel full of like liquor just like
Oh
sitting
boy.
out there. And I'm
Yep.
like, I know that it is just easy to set on fire and explode, probably.
Yep. You probably don't want to explode it here. Where would you like to explode it?
Probably where all the fun happening on shore.
Or you could poke a hole in it and make like a nice river of fire.
River of Fire doesn't appease me.
Yeah, Prim, you seem like a boom boom bam type of person. I get you.
And especially because it's my friend's beer, I know that it's totally fine to use.
Okay, so you're trying to set the liquor on fire to what end?
Well, I would like to make it go boom a little bit. I know that alcohol wouldn't just explode,
Okay.
but I feel like it could at least cause a big disruption and make it seem as though we have a better military than we do.
Sure. So the problem is that you don't really have anyone strong enough to launch the barrel, because your troll is otherwise occupied. But you can sort of.
Ooh, I know a way.
Yes, Rob.
Prim, if you set it up in a nice location, put a rag inside the barrel of rum, light it. That's an easy way to make a big explosion like that.
Yes, you could
use Muzzletop cocktail.
definitely make a giant Molotov cocktail that way.
Molotov, I'm sorry. I said Muzzletop.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Mazel
Mazel
tov.
cocktail would probably be for a different sort of fight.
Basil Tov, English motherfuckers.
But yeah, I would like that. So
This
can I
point,
roll it?
I'm sorry, Tori, what were you
Yeah.
saying?
Can I roll it? I have 3 strength. I've gained strength.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, you got a brothel.
Or actually-
You got a whole lot of horny dudes over there. Just saying.
I can have some people help me. That's easy.
Sure.
Offer him a discount.
So,
And remember, you still have your tits out, so they're literally gonna do anything for you.
right. So you're ordering other people to do this.
By
Okay.
order, I mean I'm asking them, and
Okay. So
Hey,
go
can you
ahead
lift
and give
this
me
for me?
a charisma plus leadership roll. And because you are a half-naked she, go ahead and add 2 extra dice to that.
And Rachel, can like out of character, can you give the the gentleman that Prim is ordering like an extra strength roll because like they probably got like toes like right in the middle of it, so they're probably still horny and like fuck it, I need to just get this shit done so I can go back
I
to
mean,
it.
that's what the 2 bonus dice were for.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
my
like your
experience
style.
with gentlemen in that position is they're actually really bad at complicated physical tasks that are not in the moment. For example, asking them to prepare a crudité plate. Very funny.
I think everybody was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Okay.
Prim got 5. Prim got 5.
Okay. Yes. You managed to successfully delegate.
Okay.
Okay. So you managed to successfully delegate. The brothel patrons, clients, workers, whomever, a whole bunch of them, work together to deliver this giant rum Molotov cocktail to the wall where the cannons are being mounted to currently defend against the British invaders. As you do this, though, like you sort of sense, because you've been through this before, you have become just a little bit less of a childling, because you took control and you took command. And other people are doing what you say. You're still childling, but you know that if you continue doing this, you will eventually become wilder.
well, then after I told them what to do to help them, I think I skedaddle, and maybe I will actually attempt to swim, or if there's a ship that I can take to their boat.
Yes. So,
Oh.
there
Just
was
say-
the
Just saying, my people just dropped off a boat.
yes. So, it's now kind of chaos in Port Royal, and by kind of I mean really, really.
Yeah.
The crippled boat, the one injured by cannon fire, sort of gave up on making it to shore, and now they're setting fire to Captain Sarah's ship. And so,
Who's Captain Sarah again?
he was the Spanish privateer.
Okay.
One with the doctor.
Yes. And so a whole bunch of people are abandoning ship because the fire has started to grow on that vessel. The ship's doctor has had herself lowered in one of the lifeboats, and with the Dutchman, with the bandaged Dutchman, she's like, "All right, you wanted me to do this. I'm coming for your boat to Felix."
I mean, I guess
All
I
right.
can
I
take advantage of
guess my 2 goals right now.
Oh no.
I don't think we
I
have
hope.
Felix.
So let's take him back on board and give him good medical care, and then he'll be hopeful again. That's what he's doing, clearly. But I'm also interested in seeing if I can fish out the probably in somewhat watery distress red cap that got winged.
Okay. So the red cap is just trying to stoic his way forward. And as he gets closer to shore, you recognize him. This is Leontius, or whatever name he's going by right now. He is still Dantean. He is still murderous and destructive. Uh, and you look back to his ship, uh, and you realize that his ship is loaded with glamour, probably in the form of dross.
Sorry, I missed the last little thing that you said
Oh,
because my internet decided it didn't
uh,
like me anymore.
oh no. Uh, you realize that his ship is loaded with glamour, probably in the form of dross.
Okay, so his ship back that away is the one he came in on the big boat.
Yes.
And he's trying to brute force it to shore. Do I have a harpoon on my ship? I'm sure he's got enough health tracks he can survive being harpooned.
I don't think so. Because you have not mentioned anything having to do with whaling.
Oh well,
We
he'll be
try to use
fine.
a-
Let's go get some treasure. I'm
you
hungry.
still do have a lot of cannon, though. You can aim another cannon shot right at him if you'd like.
You could also
No,
load a
that would
grapple
probably
round.
make him go splat. And when there's a whole bunch of lovely dross and a doctor on board, so pick up doctor, turn boat around, using appropriate quantities of wayfare as needed to go pick up dross.
Okay. Yes, Rob.
While all of this is happening, I do have Abe. I'm going to just tell you what this is usually what we do. So right now, Abe and Noah, they have, of course, some of the people have the sailors have arrived and stuff like that. So they're acting very cheerfully and very cordially and helping them show and telling them, oh come on, oh I can't believe what's going on, come on, and just and then they happen because you're saying that the Dantean is making his way onto shore,
Mm-hmm.
and we spotted him. Abel and Noah are out right now. I'm seeing it. They're actually helping the Dantean onto shore and helping the rest of his mates onto the actual shore. And when I actually see this, it's time. I'm sorry, it's time. I reach from my shirt and I blow a whistle 3 times. And guess what
Okay.
happens? Abel and Noah immediately draw pistols to the head of the Dante.
Okay.
This is why I sent them onto shore, baby. They're part
Okay.
of my plans.
So,
They're
so you
my
told me you were
peoples.
sending them to shore. You didn't tell me that this was your plan.
Oh shit! I should have told you the full plan before I did.
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
like, all right. So then let me back it up and just say that they're helping people onto shore right now. Let me just
okay.
stop it at that.
So, uh, so they're helping the Navy onto shore.
Of course, because we absorb them because they're coming in. Yeah, oh, and every person that they're helping on board, of course, they're pickpocketing them.
So, this is not going to go over well with the witnesses on the island because they're going to think that they're collaborators.
No, god damn it,
Yeah.
Rachel, you just keep
I mean,
like monkey wrench in my plans.
well,
I'm trying to be sneaky
So-
with this shit, and you're not making it sneaky.
Okay. So I mean, they're not going to actively interfere because they have bigger problems. But they will sort of remember this.
Okay.
Yes. Uh, okay.
Because, yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm just,
So, your guys have orders to ingratiate themselves. So, to make sure I have this right, your guys have orders to ingratiate themselves into the English Navy, help them ashore as a way to get close to the Dantean, and then attack him.
Yes, not so ingratiate, more so act like just a helper. Just say to say, "Oh my gosh," like a standard by saying, "Oh my gosh, you need help! I can't believe this." not to like act like a British like sympathizer, just people that
Okay.
just want to help,
Okay.
like worried bystander, like that.
Okay. They're still going to be perceived as helping the British.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. But they are under orders to get close to the Dante and attack him. Um, so his sort of honor guard is still with him.
And they have
Uh,
weapons, and they have insufficient weapons.
they still have knives.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Well, right now they're just helping because I couldn't do all of that. They're just helping people on. But I understand
okay. So I will give this to you. So your two they're your allies.
that. Yes.
Okay. So they get close enough to the Dante. They can attack him right now. Uh, but he is surrounded by his honor guard, so they will be counterattacked in turn.
Then we'll hold off then. Just hold off. But
Okay.
they are close.
Yes, they are close to him.
That's
They
fine.
have sort of earned his trust because they are
Ooh.
helping him to shore.
Nice. Now back
Okay.
onto the ship and shoot some cannons and oh, we have no harpoons. Damn it.
You do have a lot of cannons. So, right now they're trying to evacuate the island. So Prim, uh, because a whole bunch of people just really love you right now, they cannot bear the thought of your beautiful alabaster skin getting it all marred. So, people are very enthusiastic about pushing you into one of another boat that is rowing out to the ships.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I'm fine, like standing on the bow. I'm the queen of the world.
Yep. You're one of those living sculptures attached to the prow of the boats.
Her head.
What'd you say?
Figurehead, yes.
Oh my God. I thought she said off with her head.
No. Goodness, I hope not.
Well,
Okay.
it wouldn't be the first time that happened to a she in our company.
That's true. That's true.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
All right.
No.
So, to establish, to make sure we have everything straight, Felix, you are on your ship.
And I've picked up
which-
the doctor and the Dutchman, and now we're going to the ship full of draughts to raid it, since I figure the Dantean can take care of himself.
Okay. Your crew members do point out that there are ships of civilian refugees coming at you. You do see that Prim is on one of these boats. And so, Hardy, Rob, you are also on the ship? On Felix's ship?
So yeah.
Okay, so my notes say this is called the Seal Wife. Does that sound right?
Yes, it's called the Seal Wife, and the prow is a Selkie who is either in the process of getting the skin off or putting the skin on. Either way, she's got a firm grip on it.
Okay, that is probably why people look at Prim and be like, oh yeah, you belong there. Okay.
Yes,
Henri,
it's a very tasteful representation of a Selkie, but it is a Selkie nonetheless on the front of the boat. Okay, I take one look at Henri Léger. I say, this is all your fault. And I pick up the refugees, including Prim.
Merci.
okay.
I think we heard that.
Hooray, you're all on the same boat.
Bravo.
Whoop, whoop.
Entirely your fault, Frenchman.
I'll just like, I don't have a hat, but if I had one, I'd like tip it.
You could do a tag.
I mean, you could still do the
flourish.
gesture.
I'll do a little bow.
Okay. Uh,
Just a little
Sure.
over the top, courtly bow. Just
okay. So all of you managed to sort of cripple enough boats, or I probably shouldn't use that word. You managed to damage enough boats coming in. Yeah. So you managed to damage enough boats coming in that you really screwed up the British Navy attack on this island.
Oh,
Uh,
too bad, so sad.
yeah, and it looks like there's a mutiny on the boat you're going for.
oh no.
Nah. Oh no. Oh yeah. It's even better for us.
Because
Oh,
you can see
Ulrich.
them trying to bring up the anchor. Because the skeleton crew on the boat has watched all of this unfold and is like, "Oh, we gotta get out of here." Oh no, but the captain's still ashore. Well, fuck the captain. We're all gonna die, especially because that pirate ship is coming right for us.
And this is all the captain's fault, and this was a truly suicidal plan.
Yes. But
So
ships are really unwieldy and difficult. So ships are difficult to get in motion, but once they're in motion, they just zip
them.
forward. So you do manage to catch up to the disguised navy ship before it can really make any meaningful attempt to get away.
Are we mounting?
Offer them the opportunity to swear loyalty to Port Royal.
What? Well, are we mounting them? Are we
Hey,
mounting?
I have a
them?
mind
can-
to be the ruler of Port Royal as one of my stretch goals, so I'm going to extend them the right to surrender on the behalf of the port.
So there are about 12 sailors here.
Yeah.
Uh, 6 of them are like, fuck this, I don't get paid enough. And they're totally willing to turn pirate, basically. The other 6 are pretty sure that this is not going to happen.
Oh, can we mount them? Can we mount them, please?
Yes,
The term
yes.
you're looking for is bored,
so,
but yes.
yes.
There's a different
Oh.
connotation there.
Yes. Well,
You
yeah.
can if you get consent. I mean, you are a satyr.
And a sailor.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I
want.
am actually
You know,
playing
We
it
don't promise
straight.
again here.
Everybody who gives me an honorable surrender can go keep the refugees, the doctor, the Dutchman, and the Frenchman company. I'm just
Okay.
interested in what's in the boat, and I'll give them a free trip to shore.
All right. So, here's how I envision this going, and let me know if this does not match up with your mental visual picture. You've got the 2 boats right next to each other, like meow meow.
Yeah.
And you were sort of like scream talking at each other.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So, skeleton crew, 12 men. 6 are like, yeah, we'll become pirates. The other 6 are like, over our dead bodies, and we mean that quite literally. But Felix has been like, well, just give us some of the cargo and we'll let you go. Is that correct? Felix?
We've lost.
Felix. So Felix is not saying give us some of your cargo and we'll let you go. Felix promised them a free trip to shore to figure out what they wanted to do. Felix is perfectly happy to kill 6 people if the other 6 mind their own business while it's happening.
Okay. So there is some loud argument on the deck of the other ship. They bring up a really nice cargo chest, which all of you can sense is full of glamour. So
All right.
probably dross.
Okay.
And they say that they will send this over to you if you stop bothering them.
I think I would like to tell you.
Well,
I'm going to consider that this particular night, it's a bit of a wrangle. I want to find out what happened to the Dantean. If they promise to leave and strand the Dantean, it's in my best advantage. And to be honest, I've probably got enough banality as much as I'd enjoy killing 6 people.
Well, technically, I'm just saying that, Prim said she wants to talk to someone, and, well, Felix, I lost my boat before, so I kind of want to boat again, so
Oh,
I don't know about
how did you
that.
get on here, and what happened to the front of your dress?
She was in the stern the whole time, like
The moment I
woman of
see
the
Prim,
world,
I'm just gonna like shield my eyes as respectfully as I can. Just...
Oh yeah, Prim,
Come
you
on,
haven't put your
Lily.
tits in
You were
already.
breastfed.
I know, just think about your wife. Think about your wife.
Yep.
That's funny. Felix?
Well, if it's a French wife,
Her
I
dad's
don't
got a lot of
see
money. Your dad's got a lot of money.
Definitely.
Oh, funny.
Okay,
Felix,
uh,
nice to see you again.
So, Felix, the other ship is gonna bribe you with a chest full of draws to just leave them alone.
Ship.
Oh no.
I want to ship.
Oh, we always lose Pand at the worst times.
Oh, she's back.
Oh, you're back.
I'm hearing it. Don't worry.
Okay. Yes, so you are getting bribed to leave the ship alone.
I'll take. Yes, as long as they send it over, I will allow them to sort out their immensely, probably conflicted feelings that 50% were happy to surrender. Because that's going to be one hell of an awkward ride back.
Okay. So,
I want the ship too, but I don't think she shouldn't let us get on that ship because we will leave.
Well, Felix. All right. Look at here. All right. Listen. I understand that you want to let these people go. You do not have to kill them. We have plenty of side boats. Give them some of the boats. Give the 6 that don't give a shit about it to the boats. Because I want a boat.
I'm just taking the treasure. They can go.
Well, but I want their boat.
No, you lost the last one.
Primcar wants the boat too.
I have a boat. What do we need another boat for?
Because 2 is better than 1.
You don't have a full crew.
But who needs it? Do you not see Prim's bazongs? Isn't it 2 better than 1 right now?
I think now Prim is like this, like what?
I'm sorry, I'm not into she. Way too much glitter. It gets everywhere.
Oh God! Oh my.
But no.
It's nothing personal. It gets real itchy.
God damn it! Fine,
Okay.
Felix. You owe me a boat in the future, then.
I owe you nothing.
all right. So,
I want to sleep on the boat.
you receive a chest, and they do sort of clarify that this bribe means you leave them alone, you leave everyone else on the crew who's ashore alone.
Oh, no. They're not in any position to negotiate.
Okay, but it's 20 points of glamour that they're
If
offering
you want to go
you.
fetch those people out, it's okay. We can swim. It's probably not soluble.
And so they look at the chest, and they look at the shore where the English are just like they're having their asses kicked. And they ask, give us a 20-minute head start.
That's reasonable. I can't promise that those people are going to be able to escape enough to be left alone by the time I got back there to tell them their boat's gone. I mean, like I said, I can take you guys back to shore and you can all try to argue for your fellows and give them a nice apology. You can give me the treasure and you guys can hop it and live with your consciences for the rest of your lives.
So it appears to you that they're not really willing to abandon their captain.
Oh, trust me, I know the man. I'll be finding him. He'll never blame you for it.
Okay, so you can tell that what they intend to do is bribe you, get you to get a 20-minute head start, sail to shore, fish everybody out, and then get the fuck out of there.
I'm willing to cooperate with them because treasure, and also I figure I've got a lot of negotiating room based on crippling one boat and taking out two,
Mhm.
plus the one that mysteriously sank due to certain marine behaviors.
Right.
So we took out 2/3 of the attacking force. Yes, I will let them in exchange for the treasure to pick that up. And now I'm going to go be very rude to a she. Not the one on the boat.
Okay, so in exchange for letting the English sort of basically surrender and then leave, you receive a chest full of 20 points of glamour.
Question.
Yes.
Question. So how are we receiving this? I'm assuming that
So-
we're putting a plank between both ships, and some of our crews going over there, getting the chest and putting it back on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I be part of that crew that goes on the boat and gets the chest?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are you planning, Rob?
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look, because it is a ship. I'm going to look literally for as close as possible for their closest barrel of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay. And what I'm gonna do is just poke a hole, burn a hole, and just let the gunpowder just stream towards me while I'm carrying the chest. That's all. I'm just letting it pull. That's it. That's all
Okay.
I'm doing.
So, you can you can very easily surreptitiously poke a hole in a barrel of gunpowder while you're on the ship.
Yeah, that's
It
very
will
inconspicuous.
okay, it will spill out into a pile.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
cool. Yes, you
Yeah.
accomplished that.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on the ship. That's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
You know I got
So
something.
you're carrying back a chest. The chest is full of just random art objects. Uh, you know, jewelry or painted miniatures. There's a really well-made dress in there. And so there's glamour locked up in here. If you want to access that glamour, you will have to destroy the piece of art containing it. But you have 20 points of it, which is a lot.
Well, the dress is definitely. I take a look at Leger and ask him if he wants to swap.
It's a really pretty dress.
Unfortunately,
Not
I'll
your
have to
size.
decline.
You're running out of buttons.
I will wear the dress.
That's my dress. You don't need it.
I look at Felix, I look at you, I'm like, can you fit in this dress?
Yes, twice.
What?
Okay.
I'm like, hey,
My
Felix,
dress.
I feel like people really respect you in the outfit you're wearing.
Don't get glitter on me.
Glitter is for everyone, Felix.
I know. It's like that weird blistering disease you get.
Oh dear. Okay.
This is
So-
my dress and I'm keeping it. A man needs a pretty dress.
Oh.
Okay. So, Felix, where are you taking your ship now?
Now it would be time to go, like, having given the boat with the Englishmen a chance to do their 20 minutes head start to retrieve their fellows, I'd be going back into shore where I'd be strutting around and acting like I did something useful, like, a cat does. And there's probably not time right now, given the length of our session, but next game I will probably be very rude to the she who owns the freehold, because my stretch goal for this one is to see if I can conquer Port Royal and get myself a commoner freeholder hat.
Okay. Awesome. I will make a note of that.
Because darn it, I have 4 dots of leadership, 3 dots of charisma, and I'm milking the shit out of it.
Okay. Yeah, so this seems like a good place to stop because we are coming up on 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
So you have managed to successfully repel the English invasion. The people of Port Royal did manage to take a couple of the English Navy prisoner. The Dantain did manage to escape, but you have an entire chest of 20 points of dross, which you can destroy to get glamour, which you will probably need.
How many points are in the dress?
Oh, goodness. Let's give the dress 3.
Okay, the dress is mine. If there's 20 points, I'm just going to treat Primrose like she belongs here, establish what her new name is, ask her which, like, is she going to need the other cabin? You're going to have to share it with Leger because it's technically what we've been using as the bridge, but it's the cleanest place on the ship.
How
You know he cleans it.
Leger is obsessive.
Yes, and I'm also going to treat Rob's character like he's, of course, part of the crew, so he'll get 1/4 to a lot between himself and his men. And then with the remaining quarter of it that I don't give to Rosa, unfortunately not the dress, I will proceed to decorate poor Leger with dross, whether he wants it or not.
Okay. Awesome.
Because the nice part about having 3 remembrance and being completely insane by people's measures is that the prisoner gets a share of the plunder.
I am
So do
going
we
to
all get
hang
5
all
then?
of you.
Yes. You can either choose to break them up or not. I'm keeping my pretty dress.
Yes, you all get various art objects, jewelry, paintings. I mean, I guess really nice, like silverware, even. Anything that was made with careful attention and love. You can pretty much decide the form it takes yourself. Although, I imagine if you want to say, I have another dress, Felix will probably keelhaul you.
I'm not saying I'll keel haul them. I'll just take the dress and wear them both at the same time.
Oh, that sounds really warm. Okay.
Felix Tribbiani
And
right
very
there.
foofy. Basically, you can't see anything of the captain around all the Dutch lace and Asian silk except for like her face if she has to wear 2 dresses.
Just a pile of cloth moving across the deck.
I will just saying one of my pieces will be an East India China set.
Oh, awesome.
That's gonna
Yeah.
smash beautifully.
You know, you'll see why. You'll see why.
Okay.
Record that, or do we do dots or the X's again? If we
So just make a note on your sheet, wherever you've got room, that you have 5 points of dross, which is it's pretty much just glamour locked up into an object. So if you want to get the glamour out, you have to break it.
Like glamour health potions.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Cool.
I'm not entirely sure what I pinned to our poor captive as decorations. It's possible that he's currently got 2 ornate spoons and a baby rattle.
Possibly.
Yes. I suppose I'll take these.
I feel like you should give him a hat, and it should not be attractive.
It's an extremely fashionable beaver hat.
Son
It
of a
was
bitch.
just made for someone considerably smaller than him.
Exactly.
Okay.
I love it,
About that
I love
big.
it.
All right.
By the way, does not mean it has a flappy beaver tail. For those of you who are unfamiliar, much of the colonization of Canada was initially funded by the wide-scale, it wasn't direct slaughter by the French colonials. They went to the First Nations, and the First Nations provided them with pre-felted beaver pelts in exchange for blankets, buttons, and metal tools. It was actually a fairly thriving, mutually beneficial trade. And this is a little history lesson. The very interesting part of the trade was in order to get the beaver felt properly felted, it would be worn by the First Nations person. So imagine all these francophones show up and tell you, I'd like to buy your old blankets. Literally felted via wear it on your body so it gets nice and matted, and then they take it back to various parts of Europe and they make it into hats and like.
That's very funny.
Awesome. Yeah, I did not know any of that. That's really cool. But that is game for tonight. I hope I was able to launch it with an exciting note. And so I like to end every show with a little bit of a round robin, where we all get to promote our stuff and talk about what we're working on. So let's start with you, Rob. Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hey, what is up, everybody? Rob Fury here. You can actually find me on all social media at official Rob Fury. I will be streaming, doing my official stream on Twitch at official Rob Fury tonight at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Doing my first game of Smite, and then on top of that, you can always catch me on Instagram and Facebook at Bells of Fury, where me and Tori are always putting on some awesome stuff. We have the Bells of Fury Experience, which is a amalgamation of a bunch of different types of podcasts. You have Gospel Initiated on there. You have oh geez, the God damn it, the anime one. The it's rice bowl, rice bowl, rice bowl. Is it right? Rice Balls, God damn it, I was close. Rice Balls is on there. You have the Bleach Saga that's on there that we will be coming out with a third episode on there. So definitely go and check me out. Official Rob Fury and Bells of Fury. Bam.
Awesome. Speaking of Bells of Fury, Tori, where what are you up to? Where can we find you?
Yeah, I've been just doing a lot of photo shoots with Rob, where I'm on at Tori Clark _ boss mode. Doing a lot of mindfulness, doing some D&D obviously with you, Rachel, and Scarred Lands, right? Scarred Lands.
Yep, Scarred Lands. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, super fun. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm doing is like shooting and stuff like that. So all fun.
Okay. Harry, how about you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Yes, hello. You can find me on Twitter at Harry _Wyckoff, on YouTube at the Salubri Cat, and yeah, those are where you can find me. I also have the Saratoga by Night podcast, which is coming back very soon, and dare I say, is going to be probably the best season so far, season 3, just because I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. We got, I know only one of my people watches this, and they already know the spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. But there's going to be 2 packs. One is Sabat pack, and the other is the normal coterie. And I haven't told anybody in the normal coterie about it, and I'm keeping it secret, and it's really good, and it's a good thing that, like, only my girlfriend watches this show, because she already knew this plan. Otherwise, that would be a problem for me. But anyways, tune in. It's going to be dope. Also, Controlled Chaos, Wrath and Glory actual play. That's a fun one.
It is.
They're currently being hunted by an eldritch god for fun in the middle of a swamp planet. So that's a thing that's happening.
What did they do?
They've made a string of bad decisions.
I'll have to watch.
Yeah, they've made a string of bad decisions over the past few weeks. Limited, including Cyron, the Eldar, getting her legs blown off by her former captain with a plasma pistol. Things are crazy.
That's amazing.
Yes. So yeah, tune into that. It'll be fun. Also, last thing. I do a Violet Cove. It's Violet Cove. It's Wednesdays 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We live stream it on the Salubricat YouTube channel. It is a Monster Hearts 2 actual play, and it is fantastic. My friend Max, who plays Cyron, and Mycroft and Saratoga by Night, is running that game. It's so much fun. Chat's fun. Tune in.
Awesome. That all sounds super fantastic. Last but not least, Panda, how about you? Where can we find you? What are you up to? Oh no, did Panda keep freezing? No, Panda, come back.
You can find Panda at frozenpanda.com.
You can find Panda in that exact position forever
Yeah,
No, okay.
now.
well, okay, so
Her
in
Instagram is Vepples.
yes,
That's for
you
sure.
can find her at Vepples. She's very
A lot of
involved in Canada at Midnight, which is
Yes.
a Vampire the Masquerade LARP that is just getting off the
Yes.
ground. It looks like a lot of fun. Obviously because it's LARP and there's a pandemic. If you're in America,
And in
it's all
Canada.
digital. Oh no, there
Oh.
goes Panda.
She
Uh,
literally said, "I'm from Canada. Goodbye."
I mean, I want to live in Canada right now.
Yeah, honestly.
Anyway, I know she's super involved in Canada at Midnight. It's got Canada in the name, but they are accepting applications from anywhere. So if you're interested in starting up a Vampire the Masquerade LARP, I believe they're also doing Werewolf and Changeling, and Dark Ages if you like historical stuff. Check out Canada at Midnight. It's really cool. Check out Panda at Vepples. Oh, Panda, you're back.
Yay.
Vepples
Okay,
is back.
Panda, we plugged your
Yay.
things.
Yeah, so I plugged
So you're
Vepples
good.
and I plugged Canada at Midnight. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's cool.
Awesome.
She's like, "You good? You good?"
As for me, I am your humble storyteller. I am Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. I do Scarred Lands every other Wednesday with Tori. That's a lot of fun. I've got a lot of cool stuff in the works. Nothing that is like on the brink of publication. Uh, Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for my beautiful players for playing. And we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye, people.
Peace.